A Drama-Free Life, posted on October 11th, 2011. The unconscious mind is highly dramatic. You just need to switch on the daily news to see all the antics of the dramatic human mind. Domestic violence, political warfare, arguments, hate-laden opinions, violent protests, blame games, etc. You will find plenty of examples of the dramatic nature of the mind in your office place, in your online communities, your friends, relationships, and, of course, in your own mind. A lot of people find it easier to see the negative behavior in others than in themselves. The life of an unconscious mind is not different from a cheap soap opera, laced with joy of every kind. Since the unconscious mind is mostly rooted in hatred and fear, its expression is mostly along the lines of jealousy, insecurity, resentment, guilt, blame, spite, vengeance, competition, anxiety, frustration, anger, and panic. Even when there are moments of peace, love, or joy, the unconscious mind finds some reason to sabotage it with its fear-rooted perception because it's drama-addicted and cannot align with peace or love for long. One of the direct effects of an awakened mind is possibility or invitation towards the manifestation of a drama-free life, which is rooted in peace. How dramatic are you? When you start observing your mind's thought patterns, you'll start getting a revelation towards the various dramatic tendencies present in it. Some minds have an inclination towards dramatizing every small event that happens around them. Constant thoughts of past resentment, complaints, self-hatred, blame, self-pity, jealousy, defensiveness, etc. are the norm in a drama-oriented mind. Here are certain behavior patterns that are present in a dramatic person. Is rooted in the habit of complaining and exaggerating mistakes on the part of others. Is always looking for the negatives in any situation. Loves spinning stories in the mind that are rooted in self-pity. Is more inclined towards being hyper than being relaxed. Has the tendency to hold on to past stories that are rooted in pain and finds a victim identity through it. Is oriented towards sulking or being passive-aggressive rather than being communicative of the problem. Enters into arguments quite easily and usually gets quite offensive or defensive while putting forward his or her perspective. Is mostly aligned with fear than with trust or faith. Is rooted in the habit of critiquing or downplaying others and is rarely appreciative of anything. Inclined towards distrust and jealousy. Always feels that others are thinking negative about him or her. Would rather blame others than look for the inner negative in him or her. Feels restless and irritated the majority of the time. The more mature your mind is, the less inclined it is towards dramatics. The way I define a mature adult is a person who is more oriented towards a mindset of peace rather than a mindset of drama. When a challenge arises, the way your mind reacts to it will give you an idea of its maturity. If it jumps into a dramatic reaction, it just means that there are some strong unconscious tendencies present in it and requires a deepening of awareness to bring it more stability. Make a choice towards peace rather than drama. As you become more rooted in awareness and consciousness, you will be able to make choices towards aligning with peace rather than being dragged into the dramatic tendencies of the mind. This choice is not present in an unconscious mind. Consciousness allows you to be stable rather than be reactive in the way you deal with life. Initially, one needs to make a conscious movement towards aligning with peace rather than aligning with the dramatic inclination of the mind. When you make this choice on a consistent basis with time, alignment with peace will become the nature of your mind. It always starts with a conscious commitment towards peace rather than drama. Life can unfold in a harmonious way for you when your vibration is rooted in peace and love. For this, you have to make the choice to disidentify with the dramatic negativity of the mind towards itself and others by deepening your alignment with peace. Usually people are ready to make this choice when they are truly tired of the drama of the mind.